There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction.
Voices of virtue.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Voices of Virtue. We are so elated that you are here with us. We want you to relax as always. Enjoy yourself. And don't forget that coffee, tea, or juice. And tea with us, okay? Enjoy yourself on today. Contact your friends and share it, download it, send us some comments, talk back to us. We love to talk. But anyways, today, y'all, we are going to talk about relationship focus. What you say that, Cheryl? Relationship focus. What is your focus about when you're in a relationship or looking for a relationship? What is it about? What's that focus? What's that focus? Where that mind at? Is it the mind talking or the eyes talking or the heart talking? Where the focus at in the relationship? What is it? Where is it? Okay. So first, let me say this. I got to say this. Why is it? Y'all chat back to me, answer me. Go in the comment and answer me. Why is it in these days and time, it seems like, and we're not just talking about the men, it's these women too. Because guess what? Cheryl been there, done that. Want what it looks like on the outside. The focus is on what it looks like on the outside. And the inside could be tore up from the floor up. Right, that's what I said. We want to judge that book by the cover. Oh, it looks so good on the outside. He for me, she's for me. Yeah, that's what I always dreamed about. That's what I always said I wanted. 6'2", built. Fine car, nice job. Yeah. And then there he goes. Oh, yeah. 36, 24, 36. Y'all remember that back in the day? See, I'm old school. Y'all young ones don't know nothing about that. Okay. Coke bottle. Yeah. Y'all want to go for all this on the looks on the outside. Don't get me wrong. Don't go tear me down already. I'm not saying you gotta go get somebody that look like who did it, why, and please don't do it again. No, that's not what Cheryl is saying. Okay? Because all of us are beautiful. You are as beautiful as who you know you are and think you are. Because the word of God said, whatsoever a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think yourself to be beautiful, fine and sexy, because see, I know, Cheryl knows she's beautiful and she's sexy, she's thicklicious. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. So, where's your mind? Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get that self-esteem up. I don't care what man seems like. You look yourself in the mirror and you like your own self. You love your own self, okay? And back to what I'm saying about this focus. All this is dealing with the focus. What is that relationship focus is about? Are you going for the exterior or the interior? What you talking about when you say interior, Sarah? Are you talking about what's on the inside? I'm talking about what's on the inside of that heart. Are you going for someone that has a clean, pure heart? No, none of us are perfect. None. Never will be. But we just try to reach perfection. Okay? And when God sends you that mate, or if you already have that mate, you are not perfect. He's not perfect. She's not perfect. But yet, guess what? If that's who God anointed and appointed you and covenant you with, guess what? You're perfect for each other. None is perfect but him. Okay? So with that focus on their relationship, let's get that thing right. Don't judge a person by how they look and what they have. Because let me tell you something about how times have changed. Nowadays, men don't even want a woman if they don't even have it all together. And I'm not just talking about the physical. They want a woman that got their ducks in a row too. Just like how some women want men with the moolah and the vehicle and da-da-da-da-da. Guess what? Men want it to be balanced. And you can't blame them because there are some vultures out there. They don't want that man to love that man for who he is, just like how we supposed to love God and Jesus Christ for who they are, not what they can grant and give us. That's called prostitution. Nah, you can't do that. No, it don't work that way. You be in a relationship with a person in your whole heart for the right reason. Because let me tell you something. You can go after that physical body if you want. And guess what? It'll have could have your mind tore up. You might not even want to see or be with another man again. And I'm not throwing that out there because I done heard this, and this is a lie from the pits of hell. Because somebody done got hurt because they was relationship focused, unfocused. And because it went south on them, they going to turn from what God created, man and woman. Yeah, go ahead. You can say what you want. I'm going by the word of God. Okay? Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Don't say you got hurt so bad that you got to go turn to the same sex. The devil is a liar. But then, I got to tap this. I got to tap this. You can turn me off if you want. I don't care. Y'all already know Cheryl. You want to be that, but yet you're going to go buy a tool to put around your waist. That's what I heard they do. Well, what the heck? Go get you a man. What sense that make, huh? Take your hurt and your burdens to God. Okay? Man can't heal you. Only God can. So in that relationship focus, you make sure you stay focused on the right thing. Don't get into a relationship not expecting nothing to go wrong. Nothing is going to be perfect in our life. Nothing. But we just got to learn how to endure. Okay? Because remember what the word says. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but those that hold out and endure to the end. So don't give up. Hold out. Hold out. Don't you go giving up and going. No, let me back that thing up. Let me back it up. First of all, I'm not saying, y'all already know this. I shouldn't even have to say this. I'm not speaking about no fornication. Because first of all, if we're talking intercourse, we're talking sexual, we're talking you got to be married, number one. So when I'm saying about the relationship focus, I'm talking about when you're going into a relationship. And even when you get into that relationship, stay focused on what's right, that heart. But yes, keep yourself together. Yeah. Because a lot of this happened to a lot of us, happened to me. You heard people say this. Just how you got him, you got to do all that to keep him when you first meet a man. And, oh, Lord, you better want to eat, take you out to the restaurant. What you want to eat? Oh, nothing. Just give me a salad and some water. Really? Really? If you by yourself, you have a large Coke, another Coke, double up the fries and all that. Nah, be yourself. Be yourself. Stay focused. Be yourself. Don't try to please man. See, this is the thing. If you go ahead and be real and be authentic all the time, you ain't got to worry about falling fake. Because you're real, you're authentic. You know? So, this is what I tell my friend. When I'm communicating, look, I love rice. I love chips. Is it good for sure? No, it's not. No. But it's what I love. I tried the cauliflower. Didn't work. I'm going to get there, though. I'm praying for me. You can pray for me, too. Okay? I'm going to get there. But what I'm saying is stay focused on what's right. That heart that's right. Okay? Because sometimes I've seen it, y'all, and I know it for truth, personally, in relationships, beauty models, him and her, GQ models, can pass for is what I'm saying. Or in today's language, quote unquote, Instagram models, okay? But yet, how do they treat you? How do they treat you? Do they treat you how you deserve to be treated? Do they treat you how your mother would appreciate them treating you? How your father would appreciate them treating you? Do they treat you how you would want your children to be treated? Do they? Or are you settling? So that relationship focus, are you dwelling on the inside of that person? Or are you looking at the outside? yes, some of us, if you look at it in the natural realm, beautiful men and women of God, as we could say, have it going on inside and out. Beautiful heart, beautiful, because everything God made is good. You got to remember that, right? Everything. So what I'm saying is, when you stay focused on what the trueness of a situation in a relationship should be, you can't be mistaken and go and say, you know what? I was a fool. Because see, I told myself that. When growing up, you know how you say things when you're growing up and you hear things about life. And I remember I used to always tell myself, if my husband ever cheat on me, I don't want him no more. I don't want it. Guess what? I'll say this. Until you are in a situation, don't ever say what you will not do. Okay? When you love somebody, you don't know what you will do. You know, there's a cliche, I love you to death. It got some people really feel that way. And then it's happened. This is real life. We see the news, the media. We see that. We read. It happens for real. So when that happened to me, and I always said, I don't want no more. I was trying to save it. And he wasn't. And so now that I'm so much wise and happy, I'm like, girl, you are a fool. And one of my sisters said, girl, you weren't no fool. You was just trying to save your marriage. You weren't no fool. And so I look at it like, no, she's right. I wasn't a fool. I was being a wife. I believe in my heart, and now y'all already know, Cheryl and I talking about Cheryl, because she hopes she can help somebody. Okay? I do believe that, I don't know, because we never had a conversation, but I'm saying this about the relationship focus, where y'all gotta keep that thing balanced. Just because if you done found that mate, or if you're a woman, he found you, okay? Don't get to a place, okay, I got him now, that's it, I don't care about that. No, keep yourself beautiful. You know, I'm not saying you gotta wear makeup and lipstick all the time. I don't do it all the time. And that way, he can see me just how I am. You're going to see me how I am in the morning when I wake up. And you're going to see me when I do put a little wall paint on, okay? Either way it go, it is what it is. This is what you got. This is what you're going to get, okay? It's not going to be one of them, you touch something and something going to fall off. Look, I'm going to let you know if I got a wig on, okay? So don't pull it too hard, all right? Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Might be wig day, okay? So what I'm saying is, what I believe, and I'm trying to help somebody out, when I say relationship focus on the inside, but also take care of your outside, I do believe, and we already know a man loves what they see. We already know this, right? And I do believe that when my ex-husband did what he did, it was like a flesh, it was like an outer thing, okay? Why do you say that, Cheryl? Because I was thicklicious then. I'm thicklicious now, but I was like more then, okay? And she was a size 6. She was a size 6. I want y'all to catch this. She was size 6, okay? I know I was beautiful no matter what size I was. I carried myself beautiful. I always knew how to dress. Always did, okay? That goes without saying. And I do believe that was one of the... I'm not saying it is, because like I said, he never told me. But I'm putting this out there as what I saw when I found her underwear in his room. Her negligee in his room. That was the outside. Okay? Now I'm about to tap something. Not talking about nobody. I'm speaking truth to you. To show you how important the inside is on a relationship focus. Okay? Okay? I may not have been a size 6, but I was Holy Ghost filled. Okay? I had what God looks at, that heart. I was right in his eyesight. If he had called me home to glory, I knew where I was going. And I'm not putting nobody nowhere. I'm talking about Cheryl. Okay? But what I am saying is, There I was. I know who I was. And for another person whom I can say this because it was my life, whom he chose was a clubber, was an alcoholic, and just went on and on and on. He even, as a preacher, started going to the clubs with her and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. I'm saying this for a purpose. You looked at the outside, but look what you had to deal with that was from the inside. Okay? Okay? Now you done turn from the cloth because the flesh fell. Does Cheryl flesh fall? Did Cheryl flesh? It falls all the time. It falls every day. It does. But I'm speaking about the inner and the outer, how we got to stay relationship focused. Okay? How that thing might look good or not. And truth be told, Sister Girl had it going on. I already know. Okay? That I had it going on when it came as far as looks. You might have to decide, but I know I was more beautiful. Yes, I did. I was. Yes. But anyways, I'm saying that to help you out. Don't focus on the outside. Focus on the inner. Focus on the inner side of a person. Get to know who that person is. Don't just look at them because what it looks like on the outside. Sweetheart, let me tell you something. We all have witnessed. Homes get destroyed. Jobs get taken, get lost. Marriages, churches, children, lives get destroyed. Suicide, killings, during relationships because the focus was off focus. Focus on the wrong thing, dabbed in the wrong thing, and bam, fell for the wrong thing. I remember telling this to a lady a long time ago when she was in a relationship. And I said, let me tell you something. You know what's good for you, for your part? The good part about you and what you're going through? You ain't got nothing right here. You don't have no ring right here. Baby, it's easy to just break away. But sometimes when we got this right here, the little ring that fits right here, sometimes we have that is more difficult because you got some mothers, they're willing to stay in a situation, and fathers, because there are fathers that take head role in the household as a mother, okay? And you got some of them that's willing to stay in that household, in their relationship, in that marriage, just because of the children. And what does that do? That tears up their inside, killing them softly with sickness and disease. Like a former pastor of mine, he said, disease causes disease. And that is so true. How you know, Cheryl? I can preach that to you too one day too. Okay? So we can't do that. I tell it to myself all the time. I would never, ever, because I know what my mother witnessed, what she endured. Okay? And for her to say she stayed there until her children got grown, but then it ended up causing sickness in her body. See, I can talk about that. That's why it's important to focus on what's on the inside. Get to know that person. How do you get to know them? You talk to God, because they can tell you anything, make it sound good. Anything. Okay? You talk to God about that person. And one thing, I gotta say this. Was not revealed will be exposed. Okay? It will be. You may not see it right then, but eventually it'll come out. It will come out. So, like I said, if you are in a relationship, if you are anticipating to be in a relationship, if you're praying to God for it, don't just hop on something. God may be still preparing. You may be in that preparation mode right now. Okay? He may have something else for you to do. Not get your focus off him so much as a person. Okay? You may be on a certain job right now, and your focus on another job. Oh, I want to go try for this. But God may be dealing with you to get you right for this particular job. Have great, knowledge, skills, and abilities here before you even try that one. Okay? Don't just hop on it. You let it be a God kind of timing, not your timing. Okay? Because guess what? If it's yours, guess what? Even if they hire somebody, let me tell you something that I know what would happen. Even if they hire somebody, you know that's your desire, you know that's what you want to do, and you know God called you for it. God will remove a person and make a position for you. Okay? He will show favor because favor is not fair, but it goes where it is needed. And I want you to remember that. Okay? It goes where it is needed. Okay? So when I say stay focused, when you're in that relationship, stay focused on what it should be. The inner, on the inside of you. And of course, use wisdom and take care of the outside of you. Everybody wants their mate to be proud of who's walking beside them. But more so, everybody wants somebody who's iron with them. Iron, because the word says iron sharpens iron. Okay? You want somebody who can pray with you, who can encourage you, not tear you down. He'll build you up. Okay? So don't you go about just because he looks so good, she looks so good, or your friends got whomever, whatever. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Let God choose for you. And remember, you as women, don't go out there looking for him. Don't go, and as we always say, his word. And as I've said before, we leave out, I think it's the most important part of that clause in that scripture. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. But nobody don't ever want to speak about that B clause. And he shall obtain favor with the Lord. So you know what Cheryl said about that? And I want you to grab it. Every woman. I want you to grab it. God says he shall obtain favor with the Lord. So guess what? When that man finds you, just because he found you, not Sally Sue, but because he found you, he's going to obtain favor with the Lord. And you know what you could tell him? You know what you could tell him? You got favor just because of me. Yeah. And like I say, I tell this to my friend. I said, hear the voice of your rib. Yes, hear the voice of your rib. Because, men have a tendency to don't want to listen. They hear it, but they don't want to listen, right? Yeah, because we do tend to talk too much, right? Yeah. But guess what? Let what you say be profound. Don't be nagging. Men can't stand that nagging spirit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave him some space. Let him miss you. Okay? Do that. So with all that being said, I want you to stay focused in your relationship on the inner and not the outer, but yet take care of the outer. Keep it beautiful because you are beautiful. You're the apple of God's eye, like I always say. You got to know who you are. Like one of my friends, we were talking and she said, we were talking about the word wow, And, and she said, woman of worship. And we're going to tap that one day. Woman of worship, woman of worthy. Woman of worthy. And that's who you are. You're a woman of worth. And guess what? You men, you are men of valor. You're men of valor. And let me say this to you women. And then we're going to close. We're going to close. After I got to say this. We as women need to encourage our men more. We're so good to want to tear them down. Find all the faults in them. We got faults our own self. Start building up those men. They don't even have to be your husband. Build them up. Build them up. That's why you find a lot of men, they do turn to other women because they make them feel better. They may treat them better. I'm not saying it's right. But they feel more respectful. Don't tear a man down, beat them down. Don't treat them like they're a child. No, they're the man. I don't even care if they're not saved yet. God made man as the head, okay? Okay, so learn to bridle that tongue and you lift up that man. Lift up your sons. Lift up your fathers. Lift up your male friends. Your mate. Lift them up. Give them some encouraging words. Yeah, do that. Yeah, what you make happen for others, God make the same thing happen for you. You know? Encourage them. But anyways, with all that being said, remember, stop focusing on the outside, but yet take care of the outside. Keep it beautiful. Build up your self-esteem. Love yourself. You get in that mirror, you talk to yourself. Okay. If you don't like something about it, guess what? Do something. I'm not telling you go out there and do all them surgery. We already know what's going on. People are dying with all them surgery stuff. The devil is a liar. No. God made you. He made you beautiful. He made you in his image. Okay? So don't go do all that old stuff like that. No. Take care of yourself in a nice, healthy way. Okay? I love you all so much. We'll talk about this again. Okay? This is a good topic. We'll talk about it again. But anyways, we love you. We want you to always remember there's no one to be and no one to do a better you. Thank you for tuning in to Voices of Virtue. We love you.